and then the two large, two topping.
Just let me know what I can do to help.
What can you tell me
First
about
pizza,
this?
She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Savo.
Do you have ground sausage?
We have sausage.
Any advance where I should
Not
start?
exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it?
Can I get that?
My only advice is to talk to the Night Flowers at Yearly. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets.
Makes it.
Just let me know what I can do to help.
What can you tell me about this
She
wizard?
used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Savo.
It's joking.
Not exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? Just let me know what I can do to help.
There's much to do.
Can you get out of my face? Where the fuck you are, mate? Let me get my where's that guy at? Walk on down to California, love has just begun. I have never meant to fuck up like this, but I have never messed up like that. Okay, where do we gotta go? I finally got my own place in I guess, Stonefall, I guess. So I could afford Stonefall. I'm gonna get a good house one day, I will. And Elder Scrolls. I just gotta keep making some coin. It's ridiculous. Crowns, it's cheap, but you gotta have money for that stuff. Eventually I will. I just need to get the season pass for it. 'Cause I know if you get the season pass, you get all these like good deals on here. Yeah, lad. Elder Scrolls Online. I love you too. Walk on down to California, love has just begun. What does this even do? Oh, it speeds up. Okay.
The talk of men grates upon my ears, always comparing swords. One-hand grip,
All right.
two-handed grip, it's all the same to me.
Love
now,
you.
if you could show me a beautifully filigreed sheath,
Alright.
that would be a different matter entirely.
What can you tell me about? Well, tell me of your mistress.
Lady Phaedrossa. I don't care for her, actually, but the money here at the Ebony Flask is good. If it wasn't, Amula and I would have cleared out long ago.
Why don't you care for her?
She's just too jumpy. They say the Agaviri War made her twitchy. She's easily startled by the strangest things, like lizards. Those lizards infesting the Argonian quarter drive her crazy.
Huh.
Might I sing you a song, my lady? Can I tell you a tale? We could take a private room. I've been told I have a silver tongue.
What can you tell me of your mistress?
I don't hate her, but there's no love lost between the Night Flowers and Phaedrossa. She regards us a necessary evil. She doesn't even partake of our talents. Plus, she's incredibly jumpy.
What do you mean by jumping?
My guess is she has caught one too many fireball blasts in the war. She still hates loud noises. There's an alchemist next door who's constantly testing flash powder and sulfurs. If she hears so much as a pop, she jumps right out of her skin.
I mean, of course. I mean, there's a big ass battlefield going on right now in y'all's country, or your country.
Get away from that.
Whoa! I got kicked out.
Get away from that.
Great, thanks, so no matter what I do, it'll make a lot of noise. I gotta find something. Something in there has to attract her somehow. Maybe this.
Just so you know, we don't serve Ashlanders here. Good with you?
I'm sorry.
If bloody Darvinel sings that damn Cliff Racer song. Interested in a room?
Over the seas and over the lane, for I ran and the horn o'er the main, the Lord's command, and we obey.
Get away from that.
Over the seas and far away.
There is someone up here that can help me out.
Free of land, bound toil and strife, the soil he tilled.
Do you mind?
I'm afraid you'll...
Far away. Over the seas and over the plain, for I ran and
My house, but
Get away from that.
well, I guess we'll have to go out here. Maybe there's something we can do out here. Yeah, there is. We'll take Tora youth to bring what we own to the age. This guy, man, if he does not stop following me, I'm gonna, bro, this man. I get he has a quest for me. Let me finish my other quest. I'll come back to you later, my bro. I get it. I live here now, but I need to figure. So even though I'm in that inn apartment, that crappy place. What the? Hold on.
Get away from that. to the shadows, fiend.
Oh, great. That's just embarrassing.
To me, troops! Back, you devils! Sorry.
What's that distinctive bottle I see peeking from your pack?
I have it.
Masterfully done. Truly a procurement worthy of praise and reward. It's an honor and a privilege doing business with you, friend.
Right.
Pleasure working.
So that's it. You're just gonna leave me out to the bus? Alright.
Halt! This must be some dark plane of oblivion, where I must endlessly confront filth. Your bounty, please. Please, just obey the law from now on.
I've got a message for you.
A message from
It's a
him.
message from Drathus Othra, the leader of the Dark Elf quarter in Ebonheart. He sends his compliments, and he wants you to help the town resist a nearby Covenant invasion.
Sure. Does he need me to fight?
He just needs you to talk. House Drez isn't popular. The Nords and Argonians in Ebonheart won't speak to him. And the other Dark Elf houses don't like the Drez much either. Convince the townspeople to work together. Then speak to Othra.
I'll see what I could do.
Fine goods for sale.
Alright. Alright, let's go get them. Where's the...
Honor for the pact, they says. Hardy ha ha, I says.
We perform an important service.
Is this him?
What brings you to this god's forsaken dark elf dunghole? The beer in this land is fit only for pigs. Good thing we brought our own. Have the elves asked you to help beat back the Covenant yet? To Sovngarde with them.
Were you asked to help fight Covenant
Aye,
soldiers?
The milk drinkers landed to the west at that big yellow tree thing. Now the Drez have got their skirts in a twist. Oh, please save us, big strong Nords. Fancy lads, the lot of them. They think Nords only exist to save elven asses.
What if the soldiers attack? Oh.
Bring them on. We don't skeever out of a fight. When we're attacked, we fight. I wager you think we should fight for the rest of the pact. All right. Prove they've got some backbone. Let's see you beat 3 of my men, and do it the Nord way.
I will. What's the Nord way? Cause I'm a Nord too.
We fight drunk. We've got a keg of fine, strong mead from Riften
right.
right here. Pour yourself a mug and get to it. Unless you're too fancy, of course.
You know what? Oh, I got you. Fuck it, I'll drink. Alright, I don't think it's nothing. It's just me and my tripping. Who am I fighting?
We perform an important service, you know? If not... We perform
Fight
an
me,
important
or
service,
are
you know?
you too drunk to dodge a punch?
You could only beat me if I was blind, stinking sober. And I'm not.
I
Come
bring
at
it.
me. Stop it. I need more mead.
Where's Log Roller? You Log Roller?
I tried to drink at the inn. I think I'll stick with our own mead. I can... You're clever, you are. Let's see how well you take a blow. I'll chop your head clean off! I yield, friend. Good fight. Whew.
Good day. What are you drinking?
Do you know how to fight with Theo's axes, or can you only beat up
Are you
three?
asking for a challenge? Sure as bones. I thought today was going to be dull. Try to put up a decent fight. You got me.
I did it.
You're not bad.
I hear they never would have held without you.
Well, you're not half bad, I'll give you that.
Will you fight to defend the rest of the town?
I said I would, and I don't go back on my word. I hope the rest of the pact fights like you, not that milk-drinking Urano.
Not like who?
Ravel Urano, that dark elf here before you. He kept asking to buy our lumber so we'd leave town. I told him no, we had a contract to keep. But he offered to double it. No one pays that much for wood. Even good rift spruce. What a skeever.
Why did he want you to leave?
Don't know and didn't ask. His story smelled like last week's fish. Whole time we were talking, he kept looking around for a crack to ooze through, sweating like. The boys ran him off with a few light cuffs to the head. He hasn't come back since.
That does sound
Right.
suspicious.
Things like that. They're exactly why we keep to ourselves in the Elven lands. That and the bad food. Anyway,
is
you're
true.
all right. Tell that fancy Othrol we'll fight. Come back and drink with us again sometime.
I would love to drink with my people.
It can't be. They wouldn't. I have no reassurance to offer. Do what you think best in the time remaining.
What's trouble you?
I am a disciple of the Tribunal. My people come to me for comfort, yet I have none to give. The three are silent. I lift my voice, but they do not answer. The Covenant circles Ebonheart, and I cannot even pray for wisdom.
Why can't you pray to the three?
The Tribunal punishes the people for my faithless ways. The shrines to Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek are surrounded by a foul smell and angry Aelite. Please, do what I cannot. Burn these flowers at the shrines, then pray for Ebonheart.
I'll see what I can do.
Burn the flowers at each shrine.
I appear at my lord's behest. Or perhaps I was always here, and you merely lacked the ability to see me.
The disciple Shiva is wondering why the triple is silent.
Actions carry conviction better than words. A skilled poet arranges for others to be where they should be, when they should be, to fulfill his needs and desires. Yet the question Sildras asked was not the one in his heart.
What was the question in his heart?
A man of poisoned words put doubt in Sildras' heart. He said the poet is less than he once was. Tell the disciple that Vivek's words and wit and way of war are as keen as always. What is Vivek beyond these?
Who is Vivek?
Vivek is a warrior poet, the ruthless and elegant soul of his people. He guides and protects all. Sharp of eye and tongue is he. Long is his reach. Longer is his spear. How can this question be on the lips of anyone in Morrowind?
You seem surprised, I
The
asked.
sermons of Vivec are beside every bed. Vivec's psalms are sighed from every maiden's lips. His wisdom makes his people as hard, capable, and enduring as the poet himself. All know Vivec, for Vivec would have it so.
Alright.
My Lady Almalexia bids you carry a message to Disciple Sildris.
What is this
The
message?
Tribunal does not abandon their people. Just as a parent shelters children from dangers they cannot comprehend, the three shelter the Dunder from threats beyond their ken.
Is there anything
Tell him
more?
that my lady is mindful of his doubt and fear. There is no shame in either, so long as he helps others bear their burdens. By helping others, his fears will be allayed. But if he spreads his despair, my lady will chastise him.
Who is
You are the child whose soul was stolen. My lady is concerned for you. Almalexia is the merciful healing mother of the Dunder. She is the most beloved of the Tribunal.
That can't be all.
I am merely a servant and messenger of my lady, not a teacher or priest. Seek the temples and libraries to learn more. Perhaps in time, you may speak to Almalexia herself.
Alright. Someone wants to know if the...
All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged.
Are you saying?
Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it. But the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear. Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy?
It only leaves more questions.
Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions.
Okay.
I can feel the blessings upon you. It's a power I've not felt myself for many years.
I am to comfort you. Alma protects us. She relies on you to aid her children.
I see. I hadn't considered there might be threats more grave than the Covenant invasion. You would think, given all we know of the treachery of Cold Harbor, that I would see that. What of Sotha Sil?
His messenger said he knows you are strong enough to bear your task.
I am ashamed. The three have shown more faith in me than I have in them. I dread asking this, but what of Lord Vivec?
He said not to worry about your true concern, that he is not what he once was.
Yes, I should have known. Vivec is the most subtle of the three. It's true, I've been counseling a Dunmer who questions his faith. He told me the Tribunal are losing their power.
Did the Dark Elves have any proof?
Only indirectly. We see the three less every year. They no longer make their annual pilgrimage to Red Mountain on Vardenfell, and no one knows why. It all seems so convincing when he said it.
What is this Dark Elf's name?
His name is Ravil Urano. He hasn't come to pray for days now. He was in such despair. I think he'd even stopped bathing. The last time I saw him, he smelled terrible, like fresh offal.
Interesting, the beasts surrounding the shrine were drowned around their piles.
What? Have I been a fool? I questioned my faith for the flimsiest of reasons and caused others to question theirs. I have much to do to correct my failure. I wish I knew why Ravil Urano's doubting words were so compelling.
Alright.
I hope your arrival will prove a boon to Ebonheart. The residents are at each other's throats.
What do I need to know about the situation?
Beyond, no one will work together. Each faction has a different reason. Which would you like to know about?
Tell me about the Argonians.
I wish I knew their complaint. They refused to talk to us. I even went to speak with their quarters leader, Sasha Jar. She accused me of plotting to kill a tree, as if I cared about such things.
Another stranger swims into our wallow. I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue.
What's wrong with your history?
It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out.
What can be done?
The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away.
I'll collect some fertilizer for you.
If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our hist.
Who told you the dark elves are poisoning the hist?
Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Dres rowing out to our hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe.
Who was this dark elf?
Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to speak to Dark Elf. Especially lately. We're far
It
from
sounds
Black
like
Marsh.
none of the Argonians actually saw the boat or the poison.
No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Dres think we're little more than animals. But the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Dres have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they What do you have there? We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree.
I only have the ingredients you asked
Your
for.
words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there.
Just crab meat and
one of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently he is of House Dres.
Let's go to the tree now.
We are allowing this one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison. Your words smell fair, but yes, I read the spine on Hauchi. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our hist. Please, apply.
This isn't a good time.
It seems we have proof that the Dres are trying to murder our tree.
This is the dark elf you mentioned.
While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Dres is trying to murder our hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guards shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Massa.
Let me speak to him.
You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan.
Don't take my shoes. My toes might grow into the earth.
What were you doing?
What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green.
You taste the
He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth.
You had a bottle. What was in it?
He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap?
Someone encouraged you to do this?
I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Bravil? Weevil? Wabberjack? Ravil! That's it!
Ravel? I can't believe it. Ravel!
You recognize the name?
Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Dres poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Dres.
What? Yes? Ah, I see, a traveler. Have you come to the Ashlands looking for profit? House Dres applauds your efforts. In fact, we're planning to exploit 2 new resources soon. Have you heard of the High Tide Hollow? Or Mephala? High Tide is the Ashlander name for an old cave. It's just crawling with beastmen. A perfectly excellent resource. You'll find it on the coast almost due west of here. A resource for slave chattel, of course. Goblins take quite a lot of educating before they come around. It's worth it, though. They're a highly valued commodity. I once sold a whole tribe to a vizier in High Rock. Made a prince's ransom in coin. A common enough name for old cultist ruins in the Ashlands. This particular nest is almost due south out of the city, in the hills around the river, swarming with goblins, just rancid with the beasts. A fantastic resource. Not very learned, are you? The ancient Khyber, the Dunmer forebearers, venerated the goodly Daedra.
I hope you're not bringing more
Have our town's fortunes improved?
All of it, Elbornhard is ready to defend the
That's a
city.
great relief. Well done. The Covenant troops haven't left their encampment to the west, but it's only a matter of time before our inactivity
A
encourages
dark
them.
elf name revealed, oh no, was somehow involved each
I
time.
don't know this, Myr. Why would he cause so much trouble? Perhaps he's an agent of Sheer Gorath. That's an unpleasant thought. The Daedra of Chaos is worse than any mere Covenant army. Can you aid me further?
Perhaps what would you like me to do?
Ravil must have a house in town. I'd like you to find it and watch him. I'd like to see myself, but I'm sure he'll recognize me. So I'll need to cast a spell on you.
What kind of spell?
Commoners would call it a scrying spell, but I'm beyond such crude hedge magic. It will enable me to see and hear what you do. Furthermore, I'll be able to speak to you.
Very well.
Search for Ravil's home. I expect it's on the west side of town. You should be able to hear me now. There he is. Let's follow him.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Get away from me, brigand. What are you doing here? You won't take me. Cornell gave me potions.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Get away from me, brigand.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Hey, Ravel. No orders today. The temple's forbidden all sales.
Quiet, fool. I paid you for your discretion, remember?
March into the great houses.
Look here. It's that fancy salt that's in our camp. Hey, fancy man. Fallen on any swords lately? Saying they shouldn't have been Dunmer? Like a Nord would ever turn down a fight.
The drunk one took your advice, Silver-tongued. Now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
Chill. Chill.
Oh, what now, Ravel? So you're the meddler who undid all of Ravel's work. Such a waste of my time.
What are you doing here?
You won't take me. Cornell gave me potions.
So yeah, you did it.